there is concern of more plots.
We are joined here in the studio by former Principal Relief Supervisor and Special Agent with the FBI, Manny, who investigated terrorism and espionage cases in the National Security Division. Thank you so much for taking some time out to talk to us today. What do we know about the mastermind named in these attacks?
Well, we know that he has also been involved in previous attacks, the train attack and other attacks that have been planned in France and throughout the area. So this is a very dangerous man, which hopefully they're hunting down and neutralizing in short term.
Are you impressed with the way French authorities have moved quickly to not only identify the mastermind, the bombings and retaliation, the raids that have been going on overnight, just basically acting as quickly as they have? Absolutely.
Over 100 raids, dozens of arrests. The United States, Britain, all of our allies are helping them in the intelligence division, trying to help them out, identify these people, sort them out, where they are, where they could be, what their affiliations are, in order to fan out, not only in France and Belgium, but throughout Europe itself.
We're hearing in this investigation about encrypted texts and how they were secretly able to communicate. What does the FBI know about that?
Well, we know that they have been trying to do this develop this technology for years. We also know that it is technology that is available openly. It's not really a classified technology. The government has been using it for years. They know that we have been listening to their electronic communications, email, text messages, phone messages. We always come up with, there's a lot of chatter in the air, and thus we raise the levels of alertness. So they are trying to defeat our systems of defense, and that's why we always have to be proactive and not reactive.
Manny, there seems to be a change in their level of determination, not only the sophistication, the coordination. Obviously, ISIS is not contained. As far as what could potentially happen here, this is an attack on some very soft targets, yes. And I know that has scared a lot of people here in the West, thinking that, well, you know what, this could be a blueprint for something that they may try on our shores.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. They could definitely try something here. We have to understand, though, that Paris, France, and Europe in general is different than the U.S. They have their borders are very porous. They've recently had tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of people fleeing Syria and the war there, going all over the place. We have reports that at least one of these attackers was able to penetrate these groups of people and was one of the people that caused these attacks. We don't know. They did not check properly who these people that came in through mass fleeing are. Here, we check our people. We have an ocean in between Europe and us, and it's much more difficult to penetrate our borders and our security.
Right.
Manny, thank you very much for taking some time to talk to us today.
Thank you for having me.